You know, the gospel has not been preached. Forget that there are messages everywhere. Most of what is being preached is human sentiment, human philosophy. That's what they are preaching. When the true gospel is preached, every one of us, when we appear, will be like Christ. I'm telling you, most of what we are teaching is Trado-African religion. That's why our emphasis is more about men, not God. And that's why we can't become. I know the place of honoring men, but I know the place of becoming what God. Do you know what it means for God to become a man to die for you? Is it this beggarly life Jesus came from heaven to die for? And Jesus has died, he has been buried, he has gone back to heaven, and you are still begging God. God became man, took the shame and the pain of being a man, died, was buried, rose from the dead, and you are still sick. You are begging God. Demons are still tormenting you, and you are saying, God, where are you? Why did Jesus come? Sin is dominating you every day. You have not secured victory. The gospel has not been preached. When the gospel is preached and a man receives the full gospel, if he shows up, you will struggle to distinguish between that man and Jesus Christ. He will reflect him in his fullness. That's why the Bible said in Colossians 2:10, it said you are complete in Christ. That means when we see you, we should see Christ. And all the apostles knew it. Follow me as I follow Christ. As he is, so are we in this world. They knew it. Dominion, power to prevail and to execute judgment. Number 3, I said dominion is operating in the glorified realm of life. Most of us till today, we still think that glory will only come after the rapture. John said no, glory is not an economy that is released after rapture. It says as he is, so are we in this world. It's not after rapture. Paul knew it. In Psalm 8 verse 30, Romans 8 verse 30, he said him whom he predestinated, he called. Him that he called, he justified. He said him that he justified, he glorified. He didn't say he will glorify him. Jesus himself speaking in John 17:22, he said the glory you have given to me, I have given to them, that they may be one, even as we are one. I don't know how clear it gets. Peter said, according as his divine power, 2 Peter 1 verse 3 and 4, he has called us according as his divine power. He has given us. He didn't say he will give us. He has given us all things that pertains to life and godliness through the knowledge. That means the moment you know him, you come into what? Glory and virtue. Through the knowledge of him that called us. See, they are all in past tense. Called us to glory and virtue. So you were called to live in glory and virtue. And in case you don't understand what he meant by glory, in verse 4 he now said, according to his precious promises, because of the things he promised in Christ, he said he has made us to become partakers of his divine nature.